Alright, so this is Roxy. Let's see. Okay, so she notices him. Okay, here we go. So it looks like he might be shown. Couldn't tell if he was showing his teeth or not. Kind of looked like it for a second, but then couldn't say for sure. All right, we're gonna release some other dogs that he met before. We'll be right back. It fell. I see. Oh, dang. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Now, two dogs at the same time. Coming up on him to check him out. Like I said, he's met them before. Can't tell if that is Roxy growling or him. Okay, I'm gonna stop and be right back. Clean off this screen a bit better. Okay, we're back. I have about 16 more minutes of record time, and then I'm gonna need to transfer some files over to my flash drive. So there's one dog left that we need to put into the mix here. I mean, Karma hasn't come out either, but there's one more dog left, and that's Marvel, who he hasn't met. So we're gonna look at getting her out. This time, maybe I can position this a little better so it doesn't fall. Well, hopefully this works out here. Kind of watch this for a minute. We'll zoom in. We'll zoom in just a little bit. All right. I'm gonna go get marble. So we have marble here. All right, that's everyone but Karma. Karma's lingering. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna open this up. Come on, Samson. Come on, man. Okay. Sit down right here. Let's see. As you see, he's coming right up now when I sit down, right? This is often people sitting down and they call him over and rub him up. them being knuckleheads back there. He's not coming to get involved in that, at least as of right now. So now that we've kind of gone through here, I'm going to end up calling him up in here. Bear, Bear, come on. Come on, Bear. Come on. Nice. And he's going to probably go back to the gate. That's fine. Just getting him into the mix just by calling him over. He's smelling where I was sitting. Back out to the gate, by the gate. All right, well, I think this might be a good stopping point for right now. So I've seen many times where a client, they're so used to their dog being hyper and always getting involved in everything and just causing problems in lots of different ways, and so then when they start to see this, they can start to think, oh, he's sad, oh, he's pouting, he doesn't like that he isn't in control anymore. I see it all the time. They'll see this and say, oh, they're so sad, look at them, oh, so sad back there sitting. What I find is that the human being, they have a certain perspective, a belief system. So let me share a story. I had a client that had a dog who was jumping all over people, really hyper and excited towards people, and the owner didn't like that their dog was doing that when he had guests or he was around people. And so I talked to him about some of the things, like the games and toys he was doing and how that contributes to the very problem that he's experiencing, and the way that he is going about the love and affection, and he says, okay, I understand that. And I said, look, we're going to say what we don't like to your dog. And so we did. And she then went over and started laying down like this, just chilling. And then he said, oh, Scott, she looks so sad and depressed. And so right when he's feeling and thinking that, he goes, hey girl, and like gets her all riled up. He thinks that the energy and excitement means happiness and love, and he has a hard time seeing, she just left, but seeing the dog just hanging. And if we look at happiness doesn't have to do with excitement. If we go to a sporting game, let's say, and there's a couple guys to our left hooting and hollering, they're all painted up, they got their beer helmets on, their number one foam finger waving around, And then there's us sitting there with our food and drinks and in our seats. Can we really say that those other people are more happy than us? I don't think so. We could say that they're exhibiting more excitement than us, but they're not necessarily more happy than us. So we can't be thinking that way, because then what happens is we then produce the energy within the dog, and we create a relationship like that, and then this is how they then act, and then we say we don't like the outcome, and so it becomes this vicious cycle, and ultimately we blame the dog, and we do all sorts of things because of that. So I've seen where people are so used to spoiling and babying the dog, because the human being, they need that for some reason. Looking in, they got to look within themselves and go, why do I do that? Why do I need that? So they do this. So then when I come in to help them understand why they're having the problems they are with their dog, and they have to change who they are, and they have to get away from spoiling and babying and coddling the dog, it's so sad and upsetting for the human being. And then they then look at their dog and say they're so sad and they don't really like this, but that's the human being projecting onto the dog. So anyways, things are moving really well with this guy. Like I said, I haven't seen him since November. We are at April 1st right now. And it's like he never left. He's getting right with the program. And he's recalibrating himself to this. Beautiful. Look at that. So he came in here all on his own. Wonderful. Wonderful. Love it. Okay, let's see what Roxy does here. I'm gonna come sit in the back here. Get out of my face. Ah, get out of my face. She's a real pushy dog. And this is where she does this kind of stuff with other dogs, and she's been getting disciplined for it, which is good. She needs that. But Bear went back outside. And I'm sure he'll venture back in here in a little bit. But until then. Alright, so I'm gonna put some dogs up, and then I'm gonna look at taking Bear for a walk, since I only have him for today and probably about 45 more minutes or so. So I don't want to waste my opportunity to kind of look at some of these other areas for the client. I want them to be able to see how he is with me versus them, and then be able to coach and guide them give them the experiences and the ability to acquire the understanding and the knowledge so that they can apply themselves and make the changes within themselves to get the results. So we're gonna go do this, put some dogs up. It'd be nice if he follows us inside, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a chance we won't. Okay, so he's not. Come on. He didn't come with. So this is where, when it comes to the walk, ideally I look at doing that after the dog is following me through our day-to-day routine without me needing to say anything and all that. But again, I'm limited on time, so I'm gonna call him. Bear, come on, Bear. Come on, Bear. Come here. And they've been using the prong collar with him, which I don't like to use. Come on, Bear. I like to be influencing, controlling the dog mentally and emotionally. Come on, Bear. Not focused on the physicality of things. So let's see. This is the kennel that he was staying in when he was here in in November. So we see that he's remembering things. He's remembering things. So I'm gonna knock on the wall and see if he reacts to the door. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna put some dogs up and we'll be right back.